Guys, welcome to the tutorial of TestingLPoint. In the previous sessions, I discussed about the enhanced version of Selenium Grid in the Selenium 4. In sessions, we'll discuss about upgraded version of Selenium IDE. Here we'll see some of the introduction to IDE and some history of IDE, upgraded features, and which is also known as backup element locators, control flow, and code export. We'll see one by one. We were going into the upgraded version of Selenium IDE. Let's have a look at what is IDE. IDE is actually a add-on which is available only in Firefox. In earlier versions, it is in simple and easy tool. Um, in automation testing world of Selenium. This is also called as a Firefox add-on, which acts like a record and play functionalities. So basically it's a add-on, so it acts as a record and play functionalities. These are the main definitions of IDE. Okay. If you want to new if you want to learn more about IDE or you are new to IDE, you can go to you can pause this video here, and you can go to the IDE tutorial, and you can come back again after learning the IDE. Let's have a look on the history of IDE. Originally it was the IDE actually ends in August 2017 when Mozilla published the Firefox 55 version. So uh, early version IDE actually support the Firefox 55. This IDE actually upgraded in Firefox 55. The add-ons are switch from Mozilla Specific XPI format to the standardized web extension mechanism. For later version of Firefox 55, older IDE will not work. XAPI is nothing but a cross-platform compressed installations via Firefox suite. Okay, so Selenium 4 IDE actually available as a web extension in browser. The name is actually known as Selenium IDE TNG. TNG is considered as the next generation. In Selenium 4 versions, Selenium IDE is actually upgraded and many additional features are added. Let's have a look on the upgraded features in Selenium IDE. For a better user experience, Selenium 4 improved the GUI of the IDE. In Selenium 4, a runner is added in Selenium IDE, which is known as Selenium which is known as side aka Selenium IDE runner. Okay. So side aka Selenium IDE runner is actually advanced features available in Selenium 4, which is allow tester to execute .side project on a Node.js platform. Okay. Additional to this running in Node.js platform, it also enables testers to run the test cases in cross-browser in local or Selenium thread. In Selenium 4, it improves the control flow mechanism. Okay, through the through which testers and QAs can write advanced logic while using the while if conditions. Okay. Also, we can export our test cases in desired languages. It can be like Java, Python, based on that. Okay. .NET, JavaScript, etc. Addition to these side Akka Selenium IDE runner, there is also another new CLI as introduced, which can be running is on a parallel mode. The CLI runner is actually used for the parallel mode, and Selenium like side Akka Selenium IDE runner runs uses to run the side projects. This IDE version is completely WebDriver based, and this is available as a Electron app. Okay. So Electron app is useful for the tester to debugging tool. So addition to these features, we have some more features are available in Selenium IDE for versions, which is known as backup element locator, backup element selector, control flow, and code export. Backup element selector is the biggest advantage of Selenium 4 uh, because it has the features to back up the locator. These features actually very much useful in IDE if we have multiple locators of for an element. Okay, are you confused, right? So let's understand this with a simple example. We have written a test script and executed. It passed, and with our current build, after some time, some functionality have been updated. Due to that, some locator are changed. Depending on that change, our test case should fail as it will not find the current locators, which is changed. This was happened only in previous version, but in current version, which is called Selenium 4, due to this backup element selector features, this test case will pass without changing any code. But why? What are the backup element selector is doing? These questions might come to your mind, right? So what will do? It will keep the backup of all the locators mentioned in the ID. It will try to try each locators if there is changed until the element is found. This is the biggest advantages of the Selenium 4 ID due to this backup of the element locators. Okay. Now the next feature is control flow. So basically, these features of ID actually helped QA to manage the order of execution of the flow management. There are two types of flow available, which is called conditional and loop. Conditional flow will check the conditions in statement and decide the next step. But loop will execute certain statement for user defined certain of time. It improves the control flow mechanism through which tester can write the advanced logic by using the while and if conditions. Another features is code export. User can export the test case from ID and can import to the WebDriver to the executions. So how to do that? You can do the right click on the test suite, and you can select the export, select the language, and click on the export button. So multiple languages it can support, like you can have C#. For C#, the framework is available NUnit and XUnit. For Java, the JUnit framework is available. For JavaScript, it is Mocha. For the Python, it has PyTest. For the Ruby, it has RSpec. So there are multiple based on the languages. They have different framework to the for the code export. So here we'll stop here, and we'll see in our next session. Thank you guys.